Well, back out here. First I'm gonna turn this around. It is cold, man. It's I think it's 27 degrees. I've got my walls insulated, but not my ceiling. I was hoping to have it done. So any heat just goes up and out. Anyhow, just got my car lifted. I'm gonna start pulling off. Well, of course, start unhooking transmission. I'm gonna pull the exhaust off, pull the drive shaft. Oh, I can get to my bolts for my seats here, so I'll go ahead and zap those off because the carpet's gonna have to come out. So I don't really have a stand for my camera, and I think most everybody basically knows how stuff comes off. If there's anything that I see that I think might be helpful to somebody, I guess I can stop, but I'm definitely no expert at these cars. Learning all the time. But I'm gonna turn the heater back on and crank some tunes, and I'll take some pictures along the way. Does anybody else get anxiety tearing this shit apart? It's like my car is complete. I can put the wheels back on it and hop in and drive to town, and I love this car. I'm kind of getting anxiety. It's like, but well, antifreeze is draining, about to pull the Driveline. I just got to do it. I'll be committed. One thing, this I believe this is the original exhaust all the way back. It might have had a muffler, but it only had, well, it was on the road for 17 years, so it could have had a muffler, but only 58,000 original miles when I got it. But this thing's whisper quiet. Everybody thinks it's a slant 6 when I pull up, but anyhow, just letting fluids drain for a few seconds, so I figured I'd get on here and share my thoughts. So I'm gonna get back at it. Got the exhaust, Driveline. I gotta pull the rear hangers. One thing super nice about working on this car, when I got it, it only had 58,000. It's got about 63,000 now. But anyways, stuff like exhaust bolts, these things came off without any issues. No rust on them. Everything I touch on this car just comes apart beautifully. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna continue on here. All right, got the radiator unhooked, the tranny coolant lines, draining it. Starter unhooked, the console floor shift linkage is unhooked. The speedometer cable, my trans mount is unhooked. Driveline's out. As soon as this, well, first I'm gonna knock the pin out of this steering coupler and unhook that. It's a layers box I put in here, and it doesn't work worth a shit, and that could be due to some sort of ignorance on my part, but I'm gonna try with the new power steering pump and see if that does any better. But anyhow, I'm fixing to lower it down a little bit, and then I will pull the brake lines apart. I'm gonna knock the spindles off at the ball joint. I have disc brakes all stock later model parts that I'm going to use, and I believe I'm going to use firm fill upper control arms. But I don't want to go pulling those upper control arms out yet, because I may get the motor in this thing and take it, put it on the trailer and take it back home, because a lot of that stuff's easier to do at home, just as far as having the time. But anyhow, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna drop it down and pull the spindles, the brake lines, and I'm gonna loosen up the torsion bar bolts, adjuster nuts, adjusting bolts, and then see about popping the torsion bars out. All right. Well, got the brake lines, upper ball joints. I'm fighting with the torsion bars. Now, it's been a long time since I pulled torsion bars out of anything that wasn't being, dismantled, cut apart with a torch, something like that. So, I don't remember the trick to it. Of course, I pulled the clips, and then I pounded them a couple times inwards, thinking maybe that would bust them loose. I don't know if it just sank them in to the front harder to fight me, whatever. I got all the bolts on the cross member loose. I think I'm about ready to go up top. I got the lower radiator shit, got the starter unhooked. I need to unbolt the shocks from the top, and I got to unhook everything from the engine. But I don't know, I guess worst case, I'll drop everything and fight the torsion bars out that way. Shoot, I don't know. And of course, I'm out here in the woods. I don't have service to call anybody, but I'll keep plugging away. I don't know what these are for. They're giving me a while back. I use those on the torsion bars, tap forward. Driver's side did not want to come, so I put a little map gas torch on this side, and then it came out like nothing. And this one just took some tap. So that was a kind of a pain in the butt. I fought that for a while. Now I'm ready to go up top. All right, up top. Well, I wouldn't have to unhook the heater hose, but they're interlaced there. Got to unhook the ignition system. Already got the fuel lines unhooked. Got to unhook the alternator. Oh, shocks from up here. All the throttle linkage. The brake booster. Already popped the pin out of there and got that wiggled up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the battery out of it and radiator, and then I'll work on unhooking all this other stuff, and then I'll be ready to drop this motor out the bottom. All right, man, it's cold. I can see my breath in here. My nose is running, but I got all the wiring unhooked. Unhooked the shocks. Had a little ground wire in the back. Unhooked the coil, alternator, throttle linkage, and the other shock, vacuum line to the brake booster. Pulled the radiator, and this thing is ready to drop out, so I'm going to lift it up a little bit, clean up underneath, I got some of the Harbor Freight wheel dollies. They don't seem to work really well underneath my Dart. That thing's not very heavy. They don't roll very well, but they work awesome underneath the motors, trannies, stuff like that. So I'm going to use those. Anyhow, yeah, I'm going to lift it up, do some cleanup, and get ready to drop this thing out. All right, so I set it down. I had these rollers and blocks of wood here, and then I just use a floor jack to pop that last bolt out of the rear cross member, and then an impact to do the 4 K member bolts. So this thing is down and out. And I think what I'm going to do is, well, you can see where I did a patch on the firewall with a motor in there. I couldn't really get to it, so I got to clean all that stuff up. I'm going to clean this firewall hinge compartment up real good. So anyhow, that's out. Now I gotta find a spot for it and clean all this mess up. Alright, hopefully my video isn't too obnoxious, means how I kind of jump on and off of it. But yeah, this was actually went pretty well. Looks like that's just dirt and stuff on the firewall, so I'm gonna clean that up. I gotta clean up my welds and finish those up over the transmission tunnel that I couldn't get to with the motor in it last, actually it was winter before last. And then yeah, I'm just going to clean this up as good as I can. I got to figure out, I kind of boned myself because I need to pull the interior out, or at least the seat and the carpets, the seats and the carpet. But I got this, well, it's sitting on a lift, so can't really open the doors well. So I have a bunch of nice heavy duty casters, and I got a bunch of 2-inch square tube outside. So I'm probably gonna rig up some sort of, I'll get on YouTube or whatever and look and see what other people have made and make me a dolly to put underneath the front end. And plus I want to get it moved out of here so I can, my OCD is going crazy with all this crap all over the shop floor, but I try to keep it clean. It doesn't work. I'm getting better at not making a mess, but yeah, the old exhaust. Now my dilemma is I have that 69 Dart sitting right there, and it was a 273 car. It's got an 8 3/4 rear end. So I have, well, I guess you can't see, but behind the ladder, there's a 69 383 there. I have an A-body 4-speed out in my shed. And then, I wound up with some factory big block A-body manifolds that I'm going to use. I know they are restrictive, but I don't care. Even with the restrictive manifolds, 383 and 4-speed, and that thing, it's going to scoot. So I could put this 318 right in there, and so this thing runs great. And then I can put that car back together and have a run and drive an A-body, or I have a 70 Coronet up on the hill. It's a 4-door. It's kind of ratty. I could drop this right in there and have fun with that, drive the crap out of it. I sure wouldn't be driving the Dart in the winter, but that Coronet, I'd drive it and make her a little more ratty. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Actually, it's freaking cold. The darn this little torpedo heater helps, but it's either blowing right on me and freaking making me sweat, or it's blowing elsewhere, and it all just goes out the roof. Next winter I might have heat in here, but alrighty. Well, thanks for watching. If you're still here, I know I kind of ramble on. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get out here tomorrow or not, but it should go pretty quick. At least getting the 440 back in, because I have everything to do that. I got to decide on exhaust. I might just order the TTI exhaust kit for it, because I already have their headers. And yeah, figure out. I have later Dodge brakes for it. I got to pull my lower control arms off and do the stiffeners, and I'll take those and have them powder coated. And I'll probably put the stock sway bar back on it for now until I can afford to do the Hotchkiss front and rears. But all right, I'm getting off here. I already said that once, but like I say, I like to ramble on. All right, man. See you guys. Thanks.